How's it going, everyone? Parth with ATL JDM here to show off another one of our imports. I'm riding in a 1990 Toyota Hilux right now. Big fan, indestructible Toyota, and we are sitting in traffic because it is Atlanta and it's Friday afternoon. The reason why I couldn't do any of the, or I'm not going to show any of the footage driving back from the shop, is mainly because there's a dinger speed limiter at 60 miles per hour, which is 100 kilometers, and it just constantly dings. And I know when I go back to edit the footage, all the audio is going to be kind of messed up. So now that we're sitting in a little bit of traffic, I figure I'd just kind of talk about the truck, and you can see me drive it a little bit. Try to give you a little bit of a highway demonstration, but I can promise you I drove this back from the port for 4 hours, and me and the owner have been taking turns driving them because we love these trucks. And the other Hiluxes that we've gotten in have gone like instantaneously, like not even enough time to do a video, barely any pictures. The orange one, I think I took like 1 or 2 pictures, and the guy came from New York to get it. The green one, that day I went up to go take pictures and do a video, and then I had a customer show up and he brought cash and made a deal that day. Back to the truck, it's a super awesome, badass truck, indestructible Toyota, lowest mileage one we've gotten in. It rides beautifully, the air is ice cold, and I got a freaking cup holder. It really has got that kind of old school look to it. You know, we're gonna do the walk around in just a moment, but that bush guard up front just makes it look really, like, not ancient, but pretty badass. The only thing about this truck is, you know, these things were built to last. They weren't built to go fast. And when you know, I mean, the one, you know, 4 hours driving back from Savannah, when that guy cuts you off and you lose your momentum, it's kind of annoying to have to build it back up. But it shifts out great. I believe the timing belt was done before it left Japan, but I'll check when we do the walk around, mainly because the low, you know, it's so low mileage, it might have been pretty recent. It seems like it's been pretty well kept. Even the driver's seat's been reupholstered by the previous owner before they sold it, and usually that's the first thing we have to do is reupholster the driver's seat for each Hilux we've ever had. I don't know what really to say until we can get to the walk around, but it's a Hilux. Every truck owner like has to ride up next to me just to figure out exactly what it is. I'll see if I can build up the dingy sound when I get back on 285, and then we'll cut to the walk around, because not much really to say about the truck outside of everything I've already said. Cup holders are just, that's the big seller for me. I know it's just cup holders, but I mean, you'd be surprised how many cars we get that don't have them, and when they do have them, they're right where my cup holder is now, in the most awkward positioning ever. So if it's cold and, you know, you're drinking anything but coffee, your drink's not going to be cold for too long. Right in front of the heater. But I mean, I don't know, man. Japanese did it right, especially when it came to this truck. I mean, my freaking Nintendo 64 still works. So here's a dinging sound. All right, so before we do the walk around for this truck, I want to apologize. I'm having some issues with my Osmo. I think I need to update this software. But if you haven't seen the Top Gear episode of them trying to destroy the Hilux. I would highly recommend watching that video. It's one of my favorite videos, or one of my favorite Top Gear episodes. And literally they spend the whole episode trying to destroy this truck. With the same engine. Like I said, though, in the US we only have the single cab version. The Japanese got the double cab, which is a big plus. Lots of thumbs up on the way back up to the shop today. This is actually 2 days after the driving video, because we did caffeine. I forgot my Osmo at the shop, and now it's not even working, so I'm just kind of like going with the flow. Every Hilux that we've gotten in, I haven't been able to do like a proper video for it. The orange one I sold while I was in Japan. The guy called me at 4 o'clock in the morning while we were on the way to auction, and he wired us a deposit. Oh, I didn't shut that door all the way. And then the green one, I literally came up to the shop to do a video and take pictures, and then a customer showed up and went home with the truck. Now we have this one. Lowest mileage one we've had in. You can see, you know, a couple boo-boos, which we'll all go over. Obviously the paint fade is a little dirty too after the car show and stuff. On the hood and the top of the car, got these gigantic smoking guards or rain guards. All in all, it's a really clean truck, aside from you know, some paint fading. It's completely rust free. I mean, people yesterday at Caffeine and Octane were like just drooling at this thing. The steps are pretty much useless. It was made for a 5-foot Japanese man. We'll look at the bed also. You can see the bed is in really good condition as well. It was a work truck, so it does have a couple of bumps and bruises, but nothing too serious. Again, you can check in between here. There's no rust. Rusty bolt. Yeah, all the rust is on the bolts. You got the little step in the back also. Diesel. And again, front locking hubs. The brush guard, which I think is factory, I'm not sure, but does have the 4-wheel drive etched in. Some Bosch fog lights. And the only thing nicer than the truck itself is the inside, which I have that locked. I have the keys in my pocket. Yes. You do have to manually roll up your windows, which is unfortunate, but it does have power mirrors, weird, oddly enough. I believe this is a factory altimeter also. Yeah, little detailer's gonna come back with some chemicals to try and get that off properly without messing up the plastic. You can see the driver, I think I mentioned it when I was driving. Driver's seat has been replaced or reupholstered by the previous owner in Japan before it went through auction. That's the banner for the tent down there, but come on, dude, just work with me. Almost done. Surprisingly, not a single cigarette burn anywhere either. I haven't even checked back here to see if there's any goodies. Nope. Usually there's some tools or something. Even clean down there too. It's the last truck you'll ever have to buy unless you're towing a boat. That's the box for the Osmo. It's not working right now. Might be time to upgrade to a new one. Like I said, 116,957 kilometers. You know, me and the owner have been putting some miles on the thing. You know, we like to have a little bit of fun before they go out. It's around 72,000 miles though. Verified, good to go. My favorite part of the car, other than the fact it's a Toyota, you've got some cup holders, an aftermarket radio, and you got a TRD shift knob. Yoda, Master Yoda. Check out the side too. So fresh and so clean. All right, and we'll check under the hood. I'll turn it on. It's kind of awkward with the brush guard right there and the Osmo in my hand. There we go. Oh, this bonnet's heavy. All right, so this is the 2.8 liter diesel 3L. There's the chassis plate. Double batteries, everything but turbo, man. I mean, I hear people asking about those, and only places I've seen them are not at Japanese auction, but Australia, because people in Australia love this truck. The newer ones are gonna be sick when they're legal to import. I'll go ahead and turn it on. Runs like a dream. Let's see if it's been converted to R134 because the AC is ice cold. It's almost 77 degrees right now. I don't see a sticker for it though. One more lap. Well, you even got the little mud flaps. I think they say 4-wheel drive on the back. Yeah. Yeah, this truck needs a good home. Even my maintenance guy, came up to me and he was like, man, I feel like I've seen that truck before. And I was like, yeah, we had them here, but they're only in a single cab version. He was like, man, my daddy had that truck and he drove that truck until the day he died. It lasted him so long. And we sat there and went back and forth for like 30 minutes, and he was like, yeah, man, you got you a truck. Like, this is the truck to own if you're looking for, like I said, if you're not towing a boat, this is it, man. Jeremy Clarkson said, the indestructible Toyota, you know, he's the car god. But that's going to be it for this one. About to go shoot another one of the Sarah, another Yoda.